everybody, welcome back to another episode of Happiness Matters, the show with me, Beanie Man, and my sidekick, Mr. Mo over here, who's making friends with our guest, Dennis Gereaux. Is that how you pronounce it?
It is Gereaux, yes.
Gereaux, oh
yes.
Yay, I got it right. And yeah, Mo is very shy and introverted. And Dennis actually came down from Parker, Colorado to be on the show.
He did?
So, and we met through Facebook, like what, 3 weeks ago?
About 3, 4 weeks.
About
yeah.
three,
yeah.
4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because I put out a call request for speakers looking for guests.
You did?
And our mutual friend, Angel Tussie, thank you so much, shared it. And Dennis was one of the people said yes. And here we are.
I would love to.
So,
yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming down and being here with us.
Quite
So,
welcome.
tell us a little about you, because I really know nothing about you. I mean, we chatted a little bit about it, still really know nothing. Except that we're both woo-woos.
Yeah, we are. Yes. Both very spiritual.
Yes.
That is for sure.
Very much so, yes.
It's a good thing.
Very much, yes.
There's so much to tell. It would
Okay, we got about a half an hour.
I know, it would take way too long.
And if we have a lot of fun, we can go longer, because people can pause, walk away, come back, and continue. So
Right, very good.
I'm not too concerned.
Very good. Well, I'm 72 going on 22 and living a very blessed life right now. Hasn't always been that way. I tell people, I say, I've lived a very good life and I've lived a very bad life. But you have to know both.
Well, the thing is, there's no light without dark.
Correct.
So,
Sure.
you can't appreciate the good unless you've been through the not so good.
Absolutely. And if you haven't been through the bad, you don't know how great the good is, right?
There
For
you
sure.
go. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Yes.
But, I've been in the business world for many, many years, corporate world for many years. Over the last probably 30 years, I've been an entrepreneur with several different businesses. I've lost businesses. I've been very successful businesses. Again, when you get that failure, you lose something, you go, oh, this is what I did wrong.
So it wasn't a failure, it was a learning experience.
It was learning, exactly, exactly.
See guys, there's always something to be grateful for, you can always learn. And sometimes it's really, the lesson is that you're grateful for what not to do.
Exactly,
So.
and I love the word grateful, and I wish more people would understand what grateful means. It means if you say thank you, more will come to you. Because
You are so smart!
right?
Yes, but it's true guys, it is so true.
Yeah.
If you live in love and gratitude are
There.
always come, I keep saying that to always come from a place of love and gratitude.
Yes.
And be amazed of what the universe will give you.
Tenfold.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It
It's
is, it does, it's my point. Now, I didn't always know that.
well, I didn't always know that either.
It does take, I think, the maturity, the experience, and if you're open to the experience, and you let it come to you and you learn, then it happens.
Right. Well, you have to be open to receive it. You have to understand you are deserving, you are worth it, okay? You are valuable and you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it, but you also have to have that awareness.
Yes.
Get off the autopilot, and be open to what the universe is giving you, because whatever you put out, good or bad, the universe delivers. So whatever you focus on, so if you're like, well, I don't want that because blah, blah, you're going to get more of what you don't want.
Right.
Focus on what you want. Put that out there. And
Exactly.
it is amazing.
It is.
It boggles my mind.
It does. The word, just saying thank you, obviously you say thank you to when people do things.
Right, but we do it on autopilot again.
Yes.
It's just because that's what's ingrained in us. That's how we're programmed. It's like, oh, thank you.
But if you say thank you,
and with here
for what's happening to you in your life, and you're thanking the universe or whatever.
Or God, or whatever you
God,
want to,
or
it doesn't
whatever.
matter.
That's right. God is the universe. Okay, so let's not, there's really no separation.
No, because, I mean, and the thing is, and I keep saying too, it's like, it doesn't matter what you call it, what you believe is, the gist of it is the same.
Yes.
The gist of it, the way it works, it's the same. If you call it God, the universe, Buddha, whatever, it's the same.
It is the same.
It is the same. There's one big source,
Mm-hmm.
and yes.
Right. Now, I'm at a point in my life, excuse me,
That's
as I
okay.
said, I did.
No, that's okay. This we're humans. It happens.
All right, good. So, I'm at a point in my life now where I'm still working. I will never not be working or doing something.
Well, because that's like the death sentence, I think. Once we stop doing what we
is.
enjoy doing.
I actually watched my parents slowly go because they retired at 65 and they sat on the sofa and watched the TV and that was it.
That's sad.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I mean, I'm into a lot of hobbies. I'm an artist. I'm a wood artist.
Yes.
So,
I don't know if you can see this, but Dennis made me this beautiful. I'm gonna zoom in a little. I don't know if that shows up. He made me this beautiful, beautiful necklace, and it has the chakras on there.
it does.
Thank you. It's like
Energy.
gorgeous. Yes, and the energy that's coming from it is, whew,
Yes.
I love it.
Because it was made with love.
It was.
It's my happy place when I'm in my wood shop making different things and that. And I make rings.
I know, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, those are interesting.
Yes. And it's just fun for me. And
Right.
again, it's my happy place. I can stop overthinking, which I have a tendency to do.
I think we all do.
Yes. And
Especially when things don't work out quite the way we would like them to.
right.
We go into, anyway. We go down a rabbit hole.
No, exactly. But excuse me. I'm a very happy person right now.
Mm-hmm. It shows. I can sense that. Yeah.
Not to say that I don't get sad.
No, we all do.
We all do. And not to say that I don't have some troubles.
Well, we all do.
We all do. But at the same time, you have to learn how to overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
And know, again, the gratitude thing, okay, that helps make it better.
One other thing too is like when you're in generally in a happy place, yes, you can be sad, but I noticed, since I've overcome all the stuff that I've overcome and I am decided I'm happy and I'm in my happy place every day, I can deal with the not so good stuff much, much better.
Right. Right.
I won't stay there as long anymore either. It's like I acknowledge it. I'm like, yeah, this sucked. Moving on.
Moving on.
Instead of like, oh my gosh, and why, and me, and poor me, and blah, 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 and going down that rabbit hole.
Yes.
And I'm just like, yeah, well, that bit really hard. What's the lesson here? I take the lesson and move on.
Yes.
Because, fun fact, the universe will continue to give you those lessons until you learn the lesson.
Right.
And it's going to add something on top of it every time. It's like, oh, you didn't get that. You didn't get the subtle hint. Okay, let me be a little bit more clear.
Right.
Bam. You still didn't get it. Oh, apparently you need more. Have more. Until it becomes so much that we're so bogged down, and to me, that's the danger zone.
Right.
Because we just don't. But when you're open and you understand, again, you come from love and gratitude no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Now you look for the lessons. Okay, what do I need to learn here? Whether it's people you meet that did you wrong,
Right.
or a circumstance that really didn't work out the way you were hoping, or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, what do I need to learn here?
Yes.
And the lessons sometimes are not that easy.
They're not.
And you have to dig deep, and you have to
Yes.
be really honest with yourself.
You have to be open
Yes.
to those lessons in that universe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big believer in synchronicity.
Mm-hmm.
Very big believer in that. Things are happening for a reason.
Oh, there's no coincidences.
Yes,
None.
absolutely. So I told you that I will probably work till the day I die, or do something. I'll be active till the day I die,
Right.
creating,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. Last October, at the age of 71.
See, I don't think you look 70-something.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was baiting you, but
It worked.
no. I got
It took about 3 hints, but I got it.
I got my first tattoo.
Well, good for you.
Yes.
Good for you.
And the tattoo I have on my arm, and it says, "Never too late."
It's never too late.
And that was something that I learned a long time ago. People, I mean, I started my latest business when I was 65, and people going, "What are you doing?
Starting a business?
You should be relaxing." And so,
Says who?
yeah, exactly.
According to who? Oh, I'm sorry. According to society, and that's part of it too. It's part of that programming. It's like once you retire, now you stop living.
Right.
No, you stop working the job that you didn't like.
And you start doing the thing that you're passionate about.
There you go. Now you start living.
Yes.
But here's the thing too. You can start living before you retire.
Absolutely.
You should live every day and do something. If you don't have the time to do it every day, find time every week to do the stuff that you really enjoy doing.
Amen.
You know, so that's, yeah.
Even if it's only 10 minutes,
It doesn't matter.
do it.
Do it. Do it. And we're not talking sitting watching TV.
No.
That's not. No.
Interestingly enough, if I watch an hour or 2 hours a month now, that's a lot for me.
No, I get that.
I just don't enjoy it, you know. But the never too late, people say, well, what does that mean? And I put it on my arm on purpose, so people would look at it and go, never too late for what?
Anything.
I say, well, it's never too late to laugh and love.
True.
It's never too late to give and forgive,
Very true.
but mostly just live.
I like that. That is awesome.
Because you need to live.
Yeah.
Where these bodies are going to go someday,
Mm-hmm.
but
The spirit lives
the
on.
spirit
The
lives
soul
on.
lives
And
on.
So while your spirit is in this body, still live that life,
Mhm.
whatever that is.
Right.
And-
Well, here's the thing too. Fun fact, you know, since we're the woo-boos,
Yeah.
the lessons that we get in this lifetime, in this body, if we do not take the lessons and learn from them, it goes on repeat
That's right.
the next lifetime.
That's right.
And over and over and over. And again, it's the same principle as it is in this lifetime that we're having right now. The universe gives you more.
Right.
Because it's like apparently the subtle hint wasn't enough for you to get it. You know, and I always laugh. It's like when I did my book, I mean, I knew eventually I would write the book. But, you know, when I walked away last year, I was like, so what do I do? And the universe literally kept hitting me with a 2x4
Right.
about the book. And in a way that people, random people that I didn't even know, that didn't even know me, asking me about my book. It's like, what?
Right.
But that's how that works.
It is. You know, it's interesting. I actually have a couple books in me too, and
Well, let them out.
I've got to get them out. I know, I have to.
Just do it.
One of them is about growing up.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of the bad part of my life, and but I think it could help talk to other people about the same things they're going through
Right.
and how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that I went through, people go, how are you who you are today? I would have thought, you know, the depression and the devastation and all would have defeated you. No,
It's a choice.
it's a choice.
It's a choice.
And I made the choices that I wasn't going to let that
Good for you.
be who I would become.
Good for you.
And then the other book is, because I've been in the business world so long as an entrepreneur, I truly believe that the more kind you are, the better you are to people, the more rewards will come back to you as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to write the book, and I've already got the title. I want to call it The Good Entrepreneur.
Oh, I like that.
And why being good and kind will make you successful.
So what's stopping you? What's holding you back? I want to put you on the spot here. You can tell me, it's
No,
like, I don't want to answer this right
You're
now.
not the first person that has said that to me. Trust me.
In a public forum like that?
Yeah, no, not in a public forum. No. And I'm sure I'm going to get some calls on it now. But the personal book about my child in my life story, I've already started that.
Oh, good.
I've been doing my memoirs now for a couple of years, and I'm probably up to about 8th grade, you know.
Okay.
So that's happening, but it's a very slow process.
And it took you 2 years to get to 8th grade, and you're how old now?
Right, I know, right?
I'm just putting that out there.
The good entrepreneur will come about, and I probably want to collaborate with somebody on that.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually talked with Angel, and she said she might be interested in it because she is an amazing.
Oh my gosh, she's phenomenal. I
Angel
freaking love
Tussey
her.
is like she's like the pinnacle of an entrepreneur.
She's incredible
Yeah, she
on
is.
so many levels.
And kind and good and
Mhm.
loving and all that.
Right. I did an interview with her, in case you're wondering about Angel, and that one is titled Overcoming the Fear of Public Speaking. If you want to find out about Angel.
And quite frankly, you could not have interviewed a better person for that subject.
Well, and that's funny because it's like when she came, I was like, so what should we talk about? And she mentioned, when we're sitting beforehand and we were talking, she's told me that when she was in high school, she was so afraid of public speaking, and I was kind of joking, kind of like, what we see in movies where people like really throw up and everything.
Yeah.
Goes, yes. And I was like, wow, and now you're an international speaker.
Right.
So that's how we ended up talking about that
Sure.
topic.
Which goes to prove
You can do anything
that
you want.
it's never too late to do
It's-
anything you want to do.
And the moment is right now.
That's right.
It's never too late to start something new, to turn your life around, to do anything. Because the moment, the only time, and that's, I keep saying, I'm going to repeat, the only moment we have, or the only time we have, is right this very moment.
Yes. And it took me a long time to learn that.
Mhm.
I worried about the past, things I made, mistakes I made, things I did. And I thought, well, what's the future hold? Don't know, so why worry about it? Why think about it?
I mean, yesterday happened. We don't know what's happening tomorrow,
All you can do is control right now.
right this minute.
And the decisions you make right now will affect
Absolutely.
the future.
But
So you
here's the
always have
thing,
to
even though
think
you make
about
a
that.
decision right now, and tomorrow, a year from now, 10 years from now, whatever, it turns out there was a bonehead decision, don't worry about it.
No?
Chuck it off, take the lesson, make a new decision.
Amen.
That's the beauty of it. It's like, and
Yes.
the thing is, speaking of the past, because you said you were holding on to the past and, worried about what happened in the past. It was an event that happened.
Right.
It was a blip in time.
Yeah.
What
Well-
you're holding on to are the memories.
Exactly.
You can change, it's your story.
Yeah.
Change the
Yeah.
memories.
There's a saying that says that what you did in the past was just a moment in time. It wasn't a life sentence.
No, it was a blip in time.
That's such a beautiful way to put it.
It was a blip in time. It happened.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, sometimes it's very painful and it bites so badly in that moment. But what you're holding on to is that memory of the pain,
Right.
the memory of the anger, the memory of the betrayal,
Yes.
the memory of all of that. Stop.
Mhm.
It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve anything, anybody.
It's true.
You're the author of your life story. Change your story.
Yes.
It took me a long time to get to this point and forgive and
Yeah.
get past. And it's part of the program because we don't know. Well, now that I know, trust me guys when I tell you, don't worry about it. Look at it not from your poor me point, and this is what happened to me, and boo-hoo. Stop it. It serves you nothing. It keeps you prisoner right there.
Yes.
And it stops you from moving on and stops you from living the life that you can live, that you want to live.
For sure.
Right. I've been there, you've been there.
Yeah. And it's the lesson that has to be learned.
Yes. It's a tough lesson.
Once you learn it, and I was probably 50 before I learned patience.
Okay, so
Okay.
on that note, do you know how I spell patience?
It's about
N-O-W.
yes. Yes. I love it. I love it.
That's how I spell patience.
Yeah.
N-O-W.
I love it. And only probably within the last few years have I really started to feel the understanding of the universe and that awakening of understanding that it's all going to be okay.
It
Just
is.
let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Stop overthinking, although that's still a tough one for me at times, depending
Change
on
the
the
way you phrase that.
situation.
Instead of saying that is still a tough one for me because it will always be tough for you.
Okay.
Change it to, it has been tough in the past, but now it's much easier.
And it is.
Right, but when you
Yes,
say
but if I, yeah, exactly, so if I say it that way.
wording,
Yes.
because what you think and say about, you bring about.
Oh, wow. What you think about.
What you think about that. So I have two phrases that are my thing, and when I tell people, they're like, oh, what you think about, you bring about, and assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You can have anything you want because everything you can want already exists.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to match your vibration
Right.
to whatever it is that you want.
Yes.
See, and my hashtags that I use is happiness matters, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Raise your vibration, and then for the show I use Ellen has to retire eventually.
Yeah. I love it.
But seriously, it's the wording.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I used to do affirmations. I mean, I still do. It's just now I word them differently because I didn't know. It's like I did them. It's like, but why is it not happening? Why is it not working for me? You know, I'm doing this. I'm doing everything the gurus tell me to do. Blah blah blah. Because the way it was worded was fighting with my subconscious.
Sure. That was negative.
Right.
Yeah.
But not just negative, but it was like, I knew with every fiber in my body it's BS.
Gotcha.
You know, and I put it in there, it's like, I will have this, and I will do that. Well, it's in the future. The future never comes. The future is always ahead of us.
As opposed to now.
Everything you want, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, as if it already happened. Believe you will get what you want.
Yes.
You know, and here's the thing too, because I've been there too. You believe that you believe you get the things you don't want. Even though you say I don't want that, but you know, you believe you will get it.
Sure.
Because that's just how it is.
Sure.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where the awareness comes in.
Yes.
That power of awareness.
For sure.
So
For sure.
change it, and if you don't know what you want, write down the things you don't want, and next to it, do the opposite to it.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start that, now you're opening up that channel.
Yes.
And you will be amazed how much it will flow.
Yes.
And then cut away the side you don't want and burn it. In a safe way. But but it is so powerful.
Yeah, it is.
It is so powerful.
Yeah. I'm actually using a lot of this now. I'm doing mentoring in an organization for young entrepreneurs.
Oh, I like that.
And one of the things that I always go into with them is about how you're thinking about your business or your project or your day-to-day or your customers or all of it. It's got to be a positive thought about it. Like, oh, I don't have any customers. How come I'm not getting customers? And
because right there with that, you will not get them because you believe you won't get them.
Exactly.
Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It's like whatever you believe and you put your emotions and your feelings and everything into, that's the vibration, and like attracts like. So if you're vibrating down here and you're like, oh man, this is so bad and I'm not gonna get it, I'm not ever gonna make it, well, you're giving the universe the marching orders. And the universe says, oh, okay, you don't want to make it? Okay, I'll, as you wish. I will help you with that.
Yeah.
But if you say, it's like, you know what, there's so many customers out there, and they're all coming my way,
Yes.
and they're knocking on my door, not they will knock on my door, they are knocking on my door, bam!
I'm proof of that with my company. Started the company 8 years ago, and limited funds, but got it open, and immediately started thinking positive. I would go to events and, you know, what would you do? You know what? What I do is help customers. I help people solve their situation, whatever that is.
And that's the key. You're helping people solve a problem they have.
Yeah, I'm not selling you anything. The last thing, and I tell the young salespeople, don't go out there and tell people, hey, I've got these products, so just, you know, No.
Boring.
What do you need? What is it that
Right.
we can do to help you be successful?
Mhm.
You be successful, not me be successful.
And that's the key.
That's the key.
That's the key. I mean, I used to, when I started networking, you know, because I didn't know any better. You know, it's like, how many cards can I get and how many of mine can I give out?
Right.
And I would like to talk about me, myself, and I.
That's so bad.
Right, but I mean, that's how
I know.
I
know.
started. And when I go
Yes.
networking, you know, I still see it.
Mhm.
So I just direct them a little in a different direction now.
So I love it because obviously I've done a lot of networking myself, and I did with Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, who were partners in the
Right.
Experience Pros. They had a wonderful networking organization at one time. And when you go to these networking, new people would stand there in the corner with a stack of cards in their hand.
And all you wait for them to do is like,
Yeah, it was drive-by card handing out, right?
they should get, you know, those money guns.
Yeah,
You should
right.
put your cards in them. And that's really what it is, essentially. You're just
It is.
spraying
Yeah.
and hoping something will stick. But here's the thing, it doesn't stick because we're humans, we're all about relationships.
That's exactly where I was going. That's exactly where I was going. I wouldn't even bring business cards to them. They would go, well, what do you do? Well, it doesn't matter what I do.
How can I help you?
Yeah, let's talk, let me find out about you,
Right.
okay?
So, fun fact on business cards. Mo has his own business card.
Does he?
Yes.
I'd love to see that.
Because nobody's heard of the breed. So when we did the training in 2017, and we were out in public with the trainer and working, you know, for the service dog training, people always stop asking what breed he is or what mix he is. And when I tell them he's a Hovavart, I get the, a what?
That type of cheese?
Right, exactly. And I laugh, I'm like, yeah. So, and it took time away from the training explaining to people, you know, and I know if I tell people he's a Hovavart and even spell it out for them, unless they write it down, they won't remember.
Right.
You know, they just won't. So it's a waste of my time, and
Sure.
I'm paying my trainer to explain my dog breed to people.
Right.
I'm sorry, no. So I was like, you know what, wait a minute. So I went on, was it Vistaprint? Because they had like that 50% off deal, so I got 1,000 cards.
Ooh.
I know, but I needed it quick, you know. But I mean, I paid like what, $10 or something for 1,000 cards. I mean, it was a super deal.
Right.
And so I just put his name on there, Mo the Service Dog, breed Hovavart, origin medieval Germany, and then, you know, I put on there helping my human be safe so she can help her clients.
Right.
Because I was doing, I don't even know what I was doing at that time. I wasn't doing me yet. So, but that was that.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm smarter. He's got my website on there and everything, you know. But that's the only, I give out his card.
Hmm?
I think I give out 100 of his before I give out one of mine.
Because it's part of the relationship you're building with that person.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what it's all.
Exactly.
Our whole life is relationships.
We're humans.
I know, people have to understand that.
I know. I wish more people would. And it's
I know.
like, guys, we love you, but it's not about you when you talk to somebody else. It's really not. And it's becoming more and more of a turnoff for people.
That's right.
I get bored.
Exactly.
I get bored. I mean, if I cannot have if I go to a networking event, I mean, I'm really picky with my networking groups these days too.
You have to be.
But if I go to a networking event and I have somebody vomit their me, myself, and I stuff on me,
Right.
and as soon as, you know, they're like, so what do you do? And they already glance over before you even open a word.
Sure.
Before you even open your mouth to say a word, share with them,
They
even
don't
your
care.
name. They're glazed over,
They don't
they're
care.
already moving down, they don't give a
Sure.
crap.
No. All they want everyone to know who they are.
Right. Which is nice. I like to know who you are, but not on a business level.
No,
I like to know on a
exactly.
personal level. Why
Yeah.
should I trust you?
Exactly.
Why should I send my friends to you?
Mm-hmm. That's a
You know,
fact.
why should I refer people
That's
to
a
you?
fact. And the
So-
interesting thing is, I've trained or taught all of my employees that very same thing.
And that's why your business is so
And that's why,
successful.
because in in 8 years, I've lost 2 employees in 8 years.
Wow.
My people are that loyal.
That is
We're
amazing.
very good to them, but if you're good to your employees are going to be good to your customers. I know. What a secret.
What a notion.
I wish the big corporate companies would learn that, but.
That's a whole different show.
It sure is. It sure is.
That is a whole different
Yeah.
show. No, but seriously, I mean, it makes such a difference.
Mhm.
I mean, relationships and get to know people on a different level.
Yeah.
You know, I like throwing people for loops because that way they pay attention.
They do.
They pay attention. I said, so when you're not plugging away at your business, what do you do for fun?
Yes.
And they're like, what?
You want to know something about me personally?
I know, because no, but they're so, people are so conditioned, and especially in networking events, to talk about me, myself, and I say me, myself, and I about you know their business and how great they are and blah 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 blah. But you interrupt that whole pattern, and they're ready to come out with it because they expect you to ask, and what is your business, and
Right.
you know what are you selling, whatever. But when you say it's like, hey, so aside the 60 hours a week that you do,
Right.
what do you do for fun?
Yeah.
What lights you up? And sometimes I hear people say, well, I don't have time, you know, so I'm building my business, and I'm like, and then I look and I smile at them, I said, I'm sorry,
Right.
you should make some time for you.
Yes.
Because how often do you charge your cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
How would your cell phone work if you don't charge it?
That's right.
And they're like, well, it wouldn't. How long do you think you can run without recharging your batteries?
You know, I've met a lot of people like that though, and it's difficult to get through to them to understand what you're trying to say. No. I've got to keep my nose to the grindstone. I've got to.
And then my question is, and how is this working for you?
Yeah. Exactly. How's your health?
I'm just asking, how is that working for you? And then they're like, well, I mean, I'm plugging away and I'm making a little headway, and
Right.
you're not answering my question.
No.
How is it working for you? And then I get well, I guess when you look at it that way, not that well.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe?
Because it's more than just making the money and having a successful business.
It is.
It's about, again, relationships with people, friends, family,
Anybody.
anybody.
Your dog.
Your dog. How many people don't ever build a good relationship because...
Well, the thing too is, and it's part of the conditioning, you know. I mean, from you're born, it's like, be good, do good, get in a good school, get good grades, you know, get in a good college so you can get a good job.
Yeah, that's another whole show.
Well, that's a whole nother series, actually. But I mean, but I mean, we're so conditioned to that narrow-mindedness, this, well, I have to do this because this is where I want to go, and in order to go here, I have to blah, 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 blah. No. You have to follow your heart. If your heart's not in it,
But
you can struggle along forever.
You understand, though, that was, I'm going to say, in my parents' generation, that's what they taught you because that's what they learned.
Oh, I know.
Okay? It's only now, from my generation on up, that we're starting to discover relationships and the universe and karma and all those kinds of things that are real.
I tell you, our millennials, they're really figuring this out now.
They are.
The millennial generation, they're the ones that really have a head up on everybody. Or head up, leg up, whatever you say.
Heads up. Yeah, heads
whatever,
up,
that one.
Yeah.
They're ahead of the game.
Yes.
They're ahead of the game. And I just love watching, and you know, I have to smile a little when people say, oh, well, those millennials and blah, blah, blah. No, embrace the millennials because they're a lot smarter than we thought they were.
They're getting it.
They're getting it. And the reason, I mean, I jumped from this opportunity to that job to that job because I was figuring out who am I.
Right.
And that's what our millennials are doing. They're like, okay, this is not working. It's like, yeah, so I went to high school, you know, got a degree, I went to college, isn't really for me, so they drop out of college. Now they're going job bouncing.
Sure.
Because they're figuring out what lights them up. What is their passion? What do they really want to do? And they're figuring that out way faster than you and me.
Absolutely. Millennials, they're given a bad name. And
They are.
quite incorrectly.
Absolutely.
I mean, they have faced some issues that we never faced.
Right.
Financially, number one. I mean, I look back when when I was a 20-something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was so easy because, first of all, the economy was quite a different economy.
Yep.
I mean, the cost of living was a lot less compared to what it is now.
Yes.
For the pay.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, and I tell people this all the time, there's a lot more for them to pay for now. We didn't have cell phones, cable TV, all of the other things that cost so much. I mean, what your phone costs $10 a month, you didn't pay anything for TV or entertainment or music. Now you have to pay for all that.
Right.
Look at those costs
Mm-hmm.
that we never had.
Exactly.
So they really,
And then you add in the whole psychological stuff through advertising
yes.
that compels
Oh.
people. That's a whole nother show. That's not just another segment, another series. That's a whole nother show.
Absolutely.
But I mean, all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it's hard.
It is.
It's hard, and it's like kudos to the millennials for not playing along, not playing.
Yeah.
Going along with the status quo just because that's what's expected.
I agree.
You know, for becoming them and stepping into them.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I have respect for them because
I do too. I admire them.
it's like I do. Well, most of them anyway. But it's with any generation.
Yes.
You know, I mean, my generation, we had to overcome stuff from the generation before and blah 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 blah. So I mean, there's always stuff, but that's evolution. That's what makes us human, and that's what keeps us moving forward.
Yes.
You know, but relationships, love, gratitude, kindness, compassion,
Yes.
it's free.
Right.
It's easy.
So my hashtag that I use
Yes.
is humble, patient, kind, 365.
I like that.
Every day of your life.
I like that.
Try to practice those. It's not always easy.
So, fun fact, try is a cop-out. You cannot try. You do or you don't.
You don't. Right.
You're working on it.
Absolutely.
Work on it every day.
Yeah, work on it every day.
Yeah.
People would be so much happier if they did.
Well, I think once people, so there's one of my, so 2 books, of course, you know, Think and Grow Rich, and The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And he actually, in that one, he talks all about assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But the power of awareness, you have to be aware first. You have to open your eyes and it's like, wait a minute, there's more. What
Yes.
can I do?
Yes.
Having that awareness, you know, it's like, wow. Because now you can't say I didn't know.
Exactly.
You don't have a cop-out anymore. It's like you are responsible for you, for your actions, for your emotions, for your thoughts, for your feelings, for your words, for everything. You are responsible at every single moment, you know, for what you spew out,
Yes.
for what you let in, for how you react. And in this very moment, right now, you have control over all of it. It's so powerful.
It is.
It is so powerful, and it's like get off the autopilot. Become aware. Become aware, because if we're just reacting to circumstances and everything, it's a never ending. It's like on that hamster wheel, you can run on a hamster wheel, you can run faster, and you're still not going anywhere. You're just running faster nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
that's power of awareness, man.
It is.
It's,
Yeah. It
it's
is.
like once that clicked with me, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. And didn't your life get better once it clicked? Your personal life get better?
Where do I begin? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It is unbelievable. I have friends come over and they're like, how did you do that? I said, well, what you think about you bring about, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Boom.
Yeah.
That's how I do.
Yeah.
That's how I manifest. And I've become a master manifestor. So I was told by spirit guides.
Yes.
So, because, I mean, it works, but you have to have that awareness. You have to, in the now, right now, be here. And it's like, and own it. The good, the bad, the ugly, you own it.
Yeah.
Every experience that you have in your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, you attract it.
You do.
At some level, consciously, subconsciously, we attracted what we got.
We do.
So it's like, so first, because I also, we pick our parents when we come into this life.
Right.
And my thing was like, really, then why did I pick the biggest losers on earth? Seriously.
Well, you know my story.
Right. And my friend, she told me, she goes, well, because either you had to learn something still from them,
Mm-hmm.
or you had to teach them something.
Right. Right, exactly.
So, and for me, it was to break the cycle
Yeah.
and teach them. And of course, for me also to learn. So, I mean, there's so many. But at first, I'm like, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that was just, the sperm and the egg, and that's how that happened.
Yeah,
But I didn't even think about the soul or something. I was just like,
of course.
I just appeared out of nowhere. Well, I know a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I choose. Well, my soul choose to pick these parents and pick
Yes.
those things, and then.
Yeah.
But it's like once you are aware and you own it,
Yes.
and you know you're responsible, that changes everything. I'm like, I'm not going there. No.
Now you understand. Anybody that watches is gonna go, ooh.
Well, we're the woo-woos.
There's some woo stuff
That's
going
okay.
on there.
But I mean, it's also, here's the thing, even the people that don't believe in the woo-woo, and spiritual or what we're talking about, when you look at your life, your own life, okay, when you were really good, you wanted something so bad, and you got it.
Mm-hmm.
You felt so good.
Yes.
And then when you're really honest with yourself, those times when you're like, man, this really bites and I don't want this, and with every fiber in your body you didn't want what you got, you still got it because you put all your emotions, all your feelings, all your vibration into that. That's the law of attraction, law of vibration. That's how it works. Whatever you focus on, the good, the bad, the ugly, you get.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You get. It's just we believe, karma. Here, okay, this is how we do this. Everybody's like, oh, karma's a bitch. No.
No.
Karma is amazing. Guess what? Karma and the law of attraction, same thing. It's
Yes.
exactly the same thing, except law of attraction, everything's, you just get the good stuff, and karma, you just get the bad stuff. Because when you screw up,
Right.
karma will bite you in the butt. And then the law of attraction,
Right.
you can get anything you want.
Yes.
It's exactly the same
Yes.
thing.
I look at it this way. Karma happens. It's not karma draws bad or karma. Karma is karma. It's there, okay? So think. What are you thinking about?
Right. Are your thoughts predominantly positive?
Right?
You get positive. Are they predominantly negative and then poor me and boo 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 boo? Well, you get more of that.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about, you bring about.
Yeah.
And that
There's
has nothing to do with woo-woo or nothing. This is everybody when they're really honest,
Sure.
will have to admit it.
Exactly.
There's just,
No, exactly.
but denial is a beautiful place. I've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Beautiful butterflies and rainbows.
Yeah,
And
right. Uh-huh. I've been to that region myself a few times.
and no, it's not a river in Egypt either.
No, it's not.
Or Africa, wherever it is. I don't even know.
Egypt.
Like,
Egypt is
one of those.
but
those.
Egypt's in Africa. So
I
you were right.
I
You
win.
were right in both cases. Right.
I win. No, but it's just, it's really, so guys, pay attention to what you're thinking,
Mm-hmm.
because what you think about, you bring about, and then focus on the stuff that you want, that you actually do want, not what you don't want. Because if you focus on what you don't want, you get more of what you don't want.
Right. Now, one caveat to that though, and I've had a lot of people say, well, I'm trying to manifest this and it's just not happening, it's not happening. You also have to put some effort into it yourself.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, part of why it's not happening is that
Because
you
they're
just
saying
said-
it's not
because
happening.
they're saying it's not
Right,
happening.
Right, exactly.
Because here's the thing,
Yes.
the universe only hears what comes after the but.
You can't just sit there and go, okay, I'm waiting for it.
No, you have to take inspired action.
Where's it at? Come on.
No, you have
I
to.
want this.
No. It's not like
Yeah, right? Yeah.
No, you actually have to do your part.
Yeah.
You know, and I just put a post up on, because I post something like inspirational every day,
Yeah.
and I just put up the other day, good things come to those who wait. Great things come to those who go out and get it.
Amen.
And here's the thing, if you go out and go after what you want in a positive way,
Yes.
you get it faster.
You do.
And you get more.
And you get more of it.
You get more of it, and you get way more and better than what you asked for.
Right.
So, there you go, guys.
It's simple.
It is very simple.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, well, it's quantum physics really, but it's not.
Right. And
It's amazing.
And it's never too late. Don't forget that.
That's right. It is never too late. Listen to the man here. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. It was a little longer than usual, but hey, you know what? You can pause and come back. That's up to you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
It was my pleasure.
You're amazing.
Really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're my people.
All right.
You're my tribe. So, thanks, guys. Have a good one. As always,
Bye.
be happy, be kind, be love. Bye.